You know when you're having a conversation with someone and it's going great? You're both filled with excitement and high energy as you agree on one topic after another. Then suddenly you hit it, that disagreement, that painfully obvious disagreement that the two of you have, and you just don't see how you can continue to have this person in your life anymore. The tension builds and you're both suddenly uncomfortable. The high of your excitement is gone. Whether you nod and act as if it doesn't bother you, even though it does, or you decide to confront the person and try to prove your point and show that you're right, you make a mental note not to spend much time with this person in the future. Or at least not listen to what they have to say. You put them in this categorized box off to the side, maybe in a mental closet or a storage room, the way you would stuff away a decoration for your home that you no longer enjoy. So many of us, and I'm saying this with myself absolutely included, oftentimes get so angry when we run into disagreements with others or when something someone else says challenges what we believe in. I observed myself and others as I thought about this subject over a period of time. I came up with a few reasons that I myself and others might want to be right. The following are a few of those reasons. You feel important. Being right meant that you had the correct knowledge, and that makes you feel like you matter and have value. It ensures that you have been doing things correctly and haven't wasted time, money, or energy on the wrong way of thinking or acting. It might ensure that there is no extra work to be done. Maybe you finished a project and someone adds their opinion. If you're right and they're wrong, nothing else needs to be done, and you can relax. It allows the fault to lie with others and not yourself. You can't be to blame when you were right all along and they were wrong. You're superior. The competition fades when you're right, because it obviously means you're better than the person you're disagreeing with. A false sense of security and stability. You feel in control and nothing will change. Being right gives you a comfortable place to sit that will always stay the same. The big differences in opinion are obvious. For example, voting for different parties or believing in different ways of living or different religions. Those are obvious and often the culprits of family, friends, or relationships dividing and going separate ways. I described these as obvious disagreements because there are so many things in this world that people view differently that are seen as agreements. People like people that are like them. But are any two people actually that much alike? We're like snowflakes. We may be made of the same stuff, but each one of us is so unique in our own way. Every single person has an entire lifetime of experiences, thoughts, actions, and observations that lead them to each new moment in their life. So tell me then, how can any two people view any one thing the exact same way? I may look at a wall and tell you it's painted red. You might then look at the same wall and agree with me. We now think we are looking at the wall in exactly the same way. We're not. Red may look and feel completely different to me based on my experiences than it does for you based on your experiences. It might be beneficial, maybe even fun, to ask each other questions with open minds, to learn more about each other's points of views on topics we both agree and disagree on. I'm not saying everyone should get along and be best friends, but what I do think is that having an open mind in conversation with others could possibly make life more enjoyable and exciting. Have you ever been in a group project where you and another person in the group have complete opposite ideas of how the project should go? You both feel that your idea is honestly the best route and just don't understand where the other person is not seeing it your way. Then something amazing happens. Through further conversation, you come up with an even better idea that was born from the two ideas. Your two minds alike and opened, made into a mastermind, came up with a brand new course of action that neither of you would have thought of on your own. Now that is satisfying. I think that having an open mind and staying curious could allow these types of moments to occur more often. I mean, think about what a relief it would be to no longer work so hard to be right all the time. The world is ever changing, and life itself is groundless. At any moment, everything you know could change. So many of us are so afraid of anything that is outside of our comfort zone. But what if the most amazing experiences are there? I am constantly trying to push myself to get comfortable sitting outside of my comfort zone. Some days, if even for a few seconds. The biggest problem I have found with fighting to be right is that even when you are right, and everyone else is, in fact, wrong, and you go ahead and prove that to everyone, you are putting up all these walls and just end up very isolated. How exciting and stimulating can life really be, all alone? Explore the possibilities of being curious instead of right.